Hi Taurus, and welcome to your general read. I'm Jade with Yes, Yes, Yes. We're here, this is June 2019, and if you are brand new to the channel, welcome. Let me tell you how this reading's gonna go. I start with the 3 cards that come from the general 2019 spread. The link to that reading is in the box below, as well as a link to my website if you're interested in a personal read, yesYesYes.life. You can find out all the information about me, about these decks, and about this reading in the box below. Let me know how this all resonates with you. This is a general read for Sun, Moon, and Rising Taurus. And let me see. Oh, hit that thumbs up button if you're feeling it. That helps the channel out so very much. So we're gonna get started. For the overall, from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, this is your card for the year, the Witness. And this energy is about, actually I'll let you look at it some more because it's really a beautiful card. This energy is about holding space for others and not getting involved in the drama, really just holding space and letting other people go through their process and witnessing their process and being like serving as a reflection or as a mirror or as a sounding board for them. And I know a lot of Tauruses who do this really well. I just want you to know this is not a role you have to keep for forever, not for forever, but it just seems like this is a natural role for you this year, okay? Now specifically for this month, we have the Ace of Cups in the Line Strider deck. And this is a new emotional beginning. This is opening up in a different way. Perhaps you're feeling a little excited. Maybe your heart's a little aflutter, feeling a little lighter. There could be something that's inspiring coming up in your life right now. So that's this energy here. Also intuitive glimpses of things are coming for you. Now it is clarified by the Lenormand deck, the Mountain. And the Mountain is a card of delay, of slow going, of challenge. So keep in mind that what might be happening for you is that you have the inkling, you have this desire, but it's just hard to get it going, okay? Things might not be aligning quite yet for you, falling into place, even though you feel this energy. And we'll see if it comes out in the overall for you. I'm just gonna put these cards over to the side, and we'll draw upon some more for you, okay? So here we go. With the Rider-Waite, we're gonna do a past, present, future spread, and I have pre-shuffled. What I'm looking for you, Taurus, darling Taurus, is what's going on in your near past or deep past, either or. How you doing, Taurus? I hope you're feeling good. Got another one that turned, so I'll take these 2, and I've got one more coming for you, Taurus. Okay, that's the one. Well, this was much easier. I've had some spreads where it's just, they are sticking, they're not coming forward. Okay, so we've got 6 of Swords energy came out in the reverse. So the need to move on from something, but not quite doing it yet. Holding back. This could be you and another person needing to move on away from something. So it may not be just you doing it by yourself, but you moving someone else away from a situation. Again, if you're caretaking, if you're holding space for someone else, you might realize, oh my gosh, I gotta get this person out of this situation. So this could be you caretaking for someone else, but it's the need to do so, but not having done so yet. And this is past energy, okay? We also have the 10 of Swords. This is tough stuff, Taurus. This is pain and suffering, and this is drama to the extreme of drama. Now, we were just talking about you not holding on to drama. So I want to say that this is the end of a cycle, and this could be you noticing it. Maybe you're not feeling it directly, but you're noticing so much pain and sorrow around, and you're ready to go into these blue skies. You're ready to move on. This is the 10 Swords. It's like, you know, the person was dead at the first sword, right? You didn't need to stab him 9 more times, but the 10th sword is really dramatic, overly dramatic, I feel. And then we also have the World card. This card is an end of a cycle. So yay, that's great, Taurus. So there's an end of a cycle. What I would say is that in the past, there was a need to move on. moving on from the pain and moving on from this to end this cycle. There's also something about the world where it's a next level. It's going on to the next place, expansion, maybe even travel, something beyond what's going on. So in the near past, there's a need to end a cycle, okay? Did you end it, Taurus? Do you feel like you've ended it? I'm hoping so, but there might be the desire to move forward with this Ace of Cups, even though you're being stagnated to do so. So you might have ended this cycle and now we're in a different place. But let's see, for the present for Taurus, what's going on for Taurus? And again, this is general. If this resonates, use it. If not, just leave it, no problem. See if this part of this story is yours. I'm looking for present energies for Taurus, and I'm just letting the cards fall, so this might take a bit. Sometimes they're sticky. Oh, I had one that flipped, so let me go back to that. There's one. Okay. 2 more cards for Taurus, please. Thank you. That one I pulled, so I'm going to see what else comes out for Taurus for June 2019. Okay. All right. Let me just see if there's anything else that needs to come out for Taurus. Okay, I'll take it. So, what did we have here? We have the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like this is very much your energy sometimes when you just dig your heels in and you don't want to move in any other direction. You just want to hold on to things the way that they are. Taurus. Hopefully this cycle ended, so we'll see. But what are you holding on to? Okay. 5 of Cups. Maybe holding on to a relationship you were hoping was going to be something, but not really feeling like it turned out the way that you wanted, okay? Now, I don't know if this is a relationship per se. I say that because it's Cups energy. It could also be, again, inspiration, a creative idea that came up, and maybe you had wanted it to be a certain way, but it just hasn't quite got the footing, hasn't quite gotten the energy behind it that you were hoping so. There could also be that it was much more expensive, right? It could have taken more money than you had anticipated originally, because you're holding on, you're being a little frugal money with your money here, okay? Now, we also had the 5 of Wands. It came out in the reverse. I like that. So you're not going to fight it anymore, whatever it is, and we'll see. But I'm feeling like there is some change that's coming. I think you're ready to jump into something new, because whatever it was that you were holding on to was not working out. You've seen it, you've walked away from it, and now you're ready to do something new. It could be a relationship. This could have been something that you know, really this cycle, maybe this is your cycle of relationships, right? So maybe this is the way in which you did relationship in the past wasn't working, so now you've left it behind. You're not gonna try to do it that same way anymore. You're ready to start something new. What's interesting is I don't see any court cards, which means that we're not talking about anybody else. This is all your process here, Taurus. So it's really interesting. That's how I'm at least interpreting these cards right now, is that it's not about a specific person. I'm feeling like it's the process in which you're going through, where you had to leave some way of loving, some way of being behind, start a new cycle, okay? We'll clarify with the Lenormand deck after all of this. Now, I also want to see what's coming up in the near future for Taurus. How is all of this going to play out for you, Taurus? Let's see, coming up for Taurus in the near future. Yeah, this, you know, I'm feeling like this is definitely self-afflicted, or, you know, things that you've put yourself in timeout. That's what it's looking like. And now you're done. You're done with that game, and you're ready to play a different game. And I don't mean to make light of it by saying the word game, but, you know, we look at life in the way that we look at life. And I think you're ready for a new cycle. You're definitely not wanting to do things the way that you did them before, because there was pain there. There was sorrow. There was despondency. And it might have cost you even more than financially. It might have cost you your security, because that's also a part of what coins are, right? It could have cost you your home or your stability feeling good on your own even. I'm going to keep that flipped up. One more card, please. But I think that you're ready. And here, be aware of the Fool card, because sometimes the thing about the Fool is that you've lost track of all that you've learned in the past, and you've just thrown it all away just to start completely new and innocent and fresh and, you know, fancy free. You don't want to lose all that you've learned, right? So keep your memory. Release any resentment, anything like that you might hold, but keep the memories of what you've learned when you start this new process, okay? Because you don't want to repeat it. That's what, you know, we're doomed to repeat it if we don't learn from it and if we don't remember, okay? So we've got coming up in the near future, Page of Wands came out in the reverse. So this might be something that, you know, if we're talking about relationship, here's our first court card. It's not quite what you want, okay? This is passion though. This is something that could be potentially, it could feel good, right? The pages are, you know, they're sweet and they mean well. They're just not very learned yet. They don't know quite how to offer everything. They you know, they speak more than they deliver. So what I'm feeling like is that there's someone who might be a little younger than you in the near future who wants passion, who might, you know, it might just be a night of passion. It might be just a small bit of passion, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. The other thing is, because again, we're talking about relationship styles, is that you might find that this might be an aspect of yourself. You know, you might be ridding yourself of this, this childishness of passion. This might be, you know, you ridding yourself of wanting to have just one night stands or relationships that don't go so deep. Maybe you're really wanting something to go a little bit deeper. I think you're deciding that in the near future. Okay, you've got Two of Swords. This decision does need to be made. And it's, you know, what's interesting, we'll look at that way that this is playing out just in the near future. You might have to decide between a person who might just want to play around, you know, one night stand type of thing, and not being heartbroken, okay? Releasing that sorrow and pain. This sorrow and pain might be just being isolated and being on your own. So you might have the choice between having one night stands and being on your own. The thing is that this is very much connected. The Page of Wands will bring you this sorrow, this pain. So it's your choice one way or the other. But what I will say also is that, you know, I like that the Three of Swords is in the reverse. We know, everybody knows this energy, this suffering, this grief, and you're ready to let it go, okay? I think that you're looking straight at this grief that you might have felt from the past, and you're releasing it. And you're releasing anything where you might have had a physical connection with someone, where you might have lost yourself or used that physical connection to try to heal something, but of course it can't, because it's just a small connection. Remember, it's just a page here, okay? So I want to clarify with the Lenormand deck, mostly because everything is very clear. Again, you're wanting to start something new, but it's getting a little, it's a little slower, a little slow going for you, okay? There's a little bit of challenge in doing so, and bearing witness maybe to your own process, okay? But let's see, I want to get some clarifying cards from the Lenormand deck. See if there's a clarifier for this past, what this walking away or what this ending was in the past. And this, it was a new cycle that ended. You know, one cycle ended to prepare you for the next one. Let's see. For the clarifying, please, for the past. I'm gonna have to get looser with my shuffling here. Okay. So we've got the Moon card. So we're clarifying any kind of secrets. We're clarifying moon cycles even. So the day that I'm doing this, this is a Gemini new moon. So you might be clarifying, this might have been connected to a Gemini. This might have been connected to the last full moon of Gemini, which would have been about 6 months ago. So this could have been a 6-month cycle, or it could have been a 1-month cycle with the moon here. But it's revealing any secrets, looking things straight exactly as what they were. There was pain there. There was something that was walked away from, a cycle that was ended, and looking at it straight forward and releasing, I think, even any type of emotional tendrils that could have kept you stuck. I think you really wanted to move on to the next cycle. Now let's see if we can get clarifying for the present tense now. For Taurus, is there a clarification? Oh, see, I'm getting so many cards. I just want just a couple. I don't know, 2, 3. Okay, so we have the dog. So there's some friendship currently that might help you get through this cycle. Let's see, what else do we have for Taurus in the present? Any other clarifiers for Taurus? Just give it some time, Taurus. I'm here. Okay, some more traveling. Maybe physically changing your location, or maybe your friend's just getting you up and out of the house. Sometimes that's it, you know, because we're trying to get you to stop holding on so tightly, let go, and moving towards this new beginning. Okay. Oh, and then the star. Good. All right. So what's happening right now, and what's going to clarify is, you know, you're holding on, maybe you're holding on to your monies, and then also leaving something that has to do with a friend. So I don't know if this is a friendship related connection, or someone who is loyal to you, or perhaps you were loyal to them. But it seems like there was a financial bond, and you're emotionally leaving this connection currently. Okay, this may not be the same connection from the past, to be honest. It's possible that it was. So if you had a connection with someone in the past where you let all the secrets out, there was a cycle that ended, and now there was you're looking at the loyalty that you might have felt with them. You might have been loyal to them financially, and now you're ready to walk away from that. You're putting down all, no more struggles, just letting go. You just want to be free. This is the card of movement, of travel. It can be work related, but it can also be just vacation. And that's why I'm saying free. So you just, you don't want to fight or struggle with any of this relationship, or with any of this heaviness, this process. There's a lot of heaviness here in the past. So just letting go, wanting to be free, exploring the world, and again, going to the Fool here with the star. Hopes and wishes, all, you're wanting that to come true. You want to be known and seen for who you are, and separate perhaps from this loyalty that you had to someone else in the past. This is, I'm feeling like your wish right now is to just be free, to try something new. But again, don't forget all that you've learned, but maybe wanting to go a new route. And this could be a 180, okay, Taurus? This is very different for you. I've been reading a couple of earth signs where there's some different energies happening for you, where even though you might be bearing witness for others, you're going for deep transformation, because you want to try something else on for size. You might want to be an air sign. That's, with the Gemini thing happening. Maybe you want to be an air sign. Maybe you want to, not be so concerned about making a living and providing. And maybe you just want to feel more childlike and free and travel. And all that sounds amazing and enjoyable. And I wish that for you, if that's truly what you want, even just for a little while. It's not like you have to keep that role the whole time either. So let's see if there's any clarifiers we can get from the Lenormand deck for the future, please, for Taurus. Clarifiers for Taurus in the future, please. What else do we have here for Taurus? Just letting them fall when they're ready. Okay, Taurus, how can we clarify for you in the future? This deck is so small that they don't always fly so easy. Anything else for Taurus This might be it. Oh, as I say so. Okay. There's stability coming in. So I'm thinking that you're going to choose stability, and this is legacy. This is also healthy living, right? Not only your health, your actual health, your physical health, but your emotional health. And this is family and building strong roots. So again, lots of stability here. So you might be making the choice. It's interesting because that Page of Wands energy is still there. So we'll see. Let me reinterpret. And then we also have some truth coming forward, and it's successful, inspiring, highly energized. Something is going to come forward from you releasing. Okay, this is your choice. Here we go. We have a choice in the future for you, Taurus. Your choice will be to either have a little bit of a inspiration. Maybe it's inspired by someone else. Maybe this is you inspiring, but starting some kind of small project or working with someone who is younger than you. Perhaps this is a love relationship that could feel very stable and long-term, okay? So it could be a very small something that begins for you that could feel very stable and long-term. We'll see how it lays out in the long term, but that could be one choice. The other choice would be if you choose yourself, right? Choose to go your own route and release any kind of grief or sorrow or loss that you might have felt in the past, right? You're still choosing yourself, not connecting with another quite yet. There's going to be, what this is saying is there's great success in terms of getting more, like you're going to have an inspired moment. Something's going to come in for you. That's what that book is. Something's going to open up and unlock for you. It could be some information that you gain that you didn't know, and it's going to bring a higher level of success than you ever felt before. Okay, it's going to take you to another level. So you have two lovely choices if you want. Even though earlier I was reading this Page of Wands as potentially just a little something, there are some long-term. There's some long-term possibilities with that. We'll see how that continues to develop. But you will have to make this choice. It's going to be you or taking time with someone else in the near future. If it's not someone else, then this would be a creative project that you have been trying to get off the ground. So if you muscle it, right? It's potentially, I feel like you could muscle anything and make it work. So if it's a creative idea that you already have, even though it may not be fully in its power, right? That's why Page of Wands is in the reverse. So if it's something that maybe you put on the shelf a long time ago, it's come back. There's maybe a way where it can find space to be born again. There's the potential for it to be a long-term and stable, lasting project, relationship with someone, and something very passionate can grow, okay? That's the near future. Or if you choose to continue to work on yourself and to shed any resentment, any grief, any loss that you might still have connected to any of this past stuff, and you're working through it right now, if you shed it all, choosing yourself over this creative project that is like a redo, going for something brand new, which would be part of that full connection here, the full connection, the new beginning, then there's going to be a new inspired idea that comes forward, and it's going to bring you so much success. It might even bring you success sooner in Leo season, which would be July and August, more so than you thought or could ever imagine. Remember, right now you're just being slowed down by this mountain. It's causing you, even though you have the inspiration, the desire, and this could be inspired action for this creative project or a new relationship, it's slowing you down. There's a little bit of delay, okay? So just keep that in mind. But Taurus, you have a good choice here in the near future. It's up to you. It seems to me like you might want to go that direction, mostly because you're embracing this Fool energy right now. And that's where there's going to be some notoriety for you. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. Let me know how it resonates for you, and I will see you all next time.